With the adaptation of Five Nights at Freddy's, you know going into it that the world is rich and incredible and frightening.
The game is very creepy, it's very intense, and we're trying to bring as much of that as possible into the filmmaking process as well.
I think the film was important to be made because fans have been clamoring for it for a long time, and I am thrilled to finally give them what they want.
Anytime you're bringing something that has such a voracious fan base behind it to life, you have to pay special attention to what the fan base loves about the project. I think the great thing that speaks to what we're trying to do is that there's a lot of attention to detail.
Scott Cawthon, the creator of the game, has been heavily involved.
Scott has been a completely integral collaborator in this process, but also really a tent pole for keeping us on track in terms of the lore and how much to include and the design accuracy of the animatronics and every detail that he has spent over a decade of his life creating.
His input is vital to making sure that it stays true to the world that the fans love and the world that he created himself. Fans can rest assured that we are taking care of their world, taking care of their game, and taking care of these characters.
Welcome to Freddy Fazbear's Pizzeria. We're going to have so much fun together.
All right.
Everyone instinctively knows on this set that we need to really capture the essence of Five Nights at Freddy's.
Much of the game is through security cameras. And so there's this undertone of something that's observing you, something that's always watching you.
We really wanted it to feel immersive because it's so effective in the game, to feel like you are going through each room with all the fear and anticipation of these animatronics popping out of any corner.
It's a super exciting world to play in. In a world like Freddy's, you get to sort of toe this line between wonderment and terror. It's not really one thing or the other.
We were also, trying to find ways to build out a whole unique story in the film that is not necessarily part of the game.
We were able to kind of tap into the world outside of the pizzeria, the human relationships that form the heart and soul of the story, and bring those out in a way that they hadn't necessarily been before.
We knew that we needed to meet the animatronics through people that we cared about and through people that were going through relatable human experiences.
I'm trying my best, Abby, okay?
Mike is a guy that really has the weight of the world on his shoulders. He's trying to support his younger sister, be a sort of a father figure while at the same time dealing with his own personal trauma and trying to, in a way, change the past.
They're both coming out of traumatic past experiences. Garrett? And all that past trauma is really haunting them.
Garrett!
And then they walk into a haunted pizzeria. So, we're able to experience this haunting on so many different levels, both emotionally and externally.
Give me your hand. Good job.
My process with Mike was really trying to find a way to make him and his story very grounded. Because the game has such fantastical elements, blending those two worlds together is tonally a challenge, but I think with Emma, they've really found a great way to make all those themes and styles kind of blend into one.
Working with Emma, she is the best director ever.
She creates a really collaborative set, which is great when what your character is going through is very stressful.
If he's there, I won't be any use to you, believe me.
I've been jonesing, really coveting an opportunity to get back into the horror genre. Getting a chance to work with Emma has been lovely. I literally, when I'm in that costume, I'm blind, and so I rely on her, like very few performances I've ever had in my life, to help me sort of craft this character on the fly, and physically, and how we're telling the story, and where we're at in the lore, and how that applies to, all the information that's out there and available. It all kind of comes through her, and she fills us with what we need.
I think people who have been playing this game
it's going to be really exciting for them to see it come to life.
We had 4 YouTubers come in, and the way they reacted when they first walked in, for somebody that had been part of their lives for so long, it was incredible.
You walk onto the set and you feel like you're in the Five Nights at Freddy's pizzeria, not just a normal pizzeria, not just like a replica. You're standing in front of Freddy Fazbear and Bonnie and Chica and Foxy, and they're amazing.
I've never been on a movie set before, and when I arrived here, oh my God, it blew any expectation I had out of the water. It was amazing.
I've been playing the games for 8 years, and seeing them in real life for the first time ever was such a weird, surreal, fever dream moment to me.
I've been able to walk around, see the kitchen, see the main office, the stage setup and everything like that, and how true to the game it really is. I think it's going to transition over amazingly well.
It's okay, Mike. We just want to play.
I think fans will find the feeling of the game in a different but also completely related way. I hope we have delivered on some expectations as well as some surprises, and I think we've really presented something new and amazing that'll be exhilarating.